Okay, so we're looking at the British pound in the market. So it's Friday today, the 2nd of October, and this is wrapping up the final week of negotiations between the UK and the EU that have been scheduled. Obviously, more negotiations can be scheduled, but at this moment in time, today is the last day. Now, Boris Johnson has said himself that he's now willing to get involved to try to seal a deal between UK and European negotiators. Now, this is quite important because this does show the UK's willingness to try to get a deal over the line. Of course, we know Boris Johnson did say that he would be willing to rewrite the agreement already penciled together by the UK and EU negotiators, and that would go against international law. And that was a cause for selling in the pound recently, but he's saying he's willing to intervene. Now, this does provide some buying opportunities for the pound should he meet the EU counterpart on Saturday, and let's say news comes out positively on over the weekend, then on Monday you could expect markets to really start to bump up the price of sterling in the markets in anticipation of a Brexit deal. The pound's still trading undervalued for when it was trading in 2016. So it was trading at 145 in 2016. It's now trading at 129. So the pound still has room to maneuver. They say the pound would go up to around 140 on a deal. So there's still a 10% move that could occur in the currency. So personally, if a Brexit positive headline comes out over the weekend, you can look to buy the pound against the US dollar. And you already seen the pound strengthen against the US dollar after the initial sell-off in the dollar earlier this year. So the pound's recovered back, and we could see the pound a more upside potential in the currency. So if we get a firm break above 130, 131, this would be a good indication to get into the pound and buy the currency against the US dollar in anticipation of a deal hopefully being pushed over the line between the two. Again, if you see a strong move for the pound, yen back above 36, 37, then this indicates again that the currency is likely to continue to push higher to the upside. Remember, the pound only weakened against the Japanese yen recently on two factors. Of course, the UK threatening to walk away from the EU and rip up a legally binding contract, but also the risk-off sentiment that had been in the stock markets did cause the yen to strengthen as well. So could see more upside potential buying on the pound against the Japanese yen. And again, a move above 137, 138 would signify that move is strongly in play. Then we can look at pound against the Canadian dollar. Again, if you get above 137, 1.73, sorry, this will signify all this exhaustion that has not been able to let the pound push higher is now being clearly broken through. If we get back up to this level of 173, then this is a strong indication that markets are really betting on a deal being agreed between the UK and the EU. So traders, that's just looking at the pound in the markets at the moment. Let's see how things progress. Again, looking at the pound against the Aussie dollar, we could get a move above 181 or 182. But again, let's wait and see what the headlines come through this weekend. And maybe, just maybe, we get some strong moves in sterling, and that signifies markets becoming optimistic on the Brexit deal. And if they do become optimistic, they'll start to price this into the value of the currency, and that gives us some buying opportunity. So that's just some ideas we have for the pound at the moment.